The Stoics had strict boundaries about what they would never do. Not arbitrary rules, but principles that separated strength from weakness. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus faced the same temptations everyone faces. But they refused 7 specific behaviors that most people accept as normal. These weren't just philosophical ideals written in books. They were daily practices that determined who gained wisdom and who remained trapped. And every single one still applies today. Understanding what Stoics never do reveals what true strength actually requires. The first thing Stoics never do is complain about circumstances. Most people spend enormous energy complaining about the weather, traffic, politics, their job, other people. They believe complaining is harmless venting or justified expression of frustration. Stoics saw it as voluntary suffering. Epictetus taught that complaining about reality is arguing with what is, and you always lose arguments with reality. The traffic isn't going to disappear because you're frustrated. The weather won't change because you're annoyed. Your circumstances won't improve because you're vocal about disliking them. Complaining accomplishes exactly nothing except making you feel worse. Marcus Aurelius ruled during plague, war, and Rome's decline. He had legitimate reasons to complain about his circumstances. Instead, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Stoics replaced complaint with 2 questions. Can I change this? If yes, take action. If no, accept it. Complaining exists in the gap between refusing to accept and refusing to act. It's the worst of both worlds. When you stop complaining, you redirect that energy toward actual solutions, or you find peace and acceptance. Either way, you're stronger. The second thing Stoics never do is seek revenge or hold grudges. When someone wrongs you, the natural impulse is to hurt them back. Make them pay, hold on to anger, plot revenge. Most people think this is strength or justice. Stoics recognized it as self-destruction. Seneca wrote extensively about anger after years of observing it in Rome. He watched people destroy their own lives, seeking revenge for minor offenses. He concluded that holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The person who wronged you often moves on immediately. They're not thinking about you or losing sleep over what they did. Meanwhile, you're consumed by anger, replaying the offense, planning revenge, sacrificing your peace for their actions. Who's really being punished? Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal from trusted advisors and family. His response wasn't revenge, it was understanding. He wrote, "When you wake in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, and dishonest. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil." This wasn't cynicism, it was preparation and compassion. People wrong you because they're confused, not evil. Understanding this doesn't mean accepting mistreatment. It means responding strategically, not emotionally. Set boundaries, remove yourself from toxic situations, protect yourself. But don't poison your own peace with grudges. The third thing Stoics never do is compare themselves to others. In Rome, status and comparison were obsessions. Who had more wealth, power, influence, success? People measured their worth by how they ranked against others. This guaranteed perpetual dissatisfaction, because there's always someone with more. Epictetus taught that comparison is voluntary suffering. You're comparing your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. You're competing in races you didn't choose with rules you don't control. Stoics measured themselves against one person only, who they were yesterday. Am I more patient than yesterday? More disciplined, more wise? That's the only comparison that matters. That's the only one within your control. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man alive. He could have compared himself favorably to literally everyone. Instead, he constantly examined his own character flaws and areas for growth. He competed only with his potential, not with others' achievements. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you stop depending on them for validation. Your worth becomes internal, stable, unshakable. Success becomes personal growth, not relative status. The fourth thing Stoics never do is postpone living for an imagined future. How many people say, when I get promoted, then I'll be happy. When I retire, then I'll live. When circumstances are perfect, then I'll start. Seneca watched this pattern destroy lives. People delaying everything meaningful for a future that never arrives. He wrote, "While we are postponing, life speeds by. Every day you delay living is a day you've lost forever." Stoics never postponed living because they understood mortality intimately. Marcus Aurelius practiced memento mori daily. Remember you will die, not morbidly, but as motivation to live now. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This awareness created urgency without anxiety. If you knew you had 1 year left, would you spend it preparing to live, or actually living? Stoics chose to live now, imperfectly, rather than prepare endlessly for perfect conditions. They knew perfect conditions never come. The fifth thing Stoics never do is need external validation to act. Most people won't pursue goals unless others approve. They won't make decisions unless others validate them. They won't feel good about achievements unless others acknowledge them. Their entire lives depend on external opinions. Stoics developed internal validation completely. Epictetus taught, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Your worth doesn't depend on others recognizing it." Seneca wrote his philosophy without caring if it was popular. Marcus Aurelius kept his deepest thoughts private. They validated themselves based on one question: did I act with virtue? If yes, external opinion was irrelevant. This created unshakable confidence. Not confidence that others would approve, but confidence that approval didn't matter. When you stop needing validation, you're finally free to be yourself. The sixth thing Stoics never do is avoid discomfort for comfort's sake. Modern life is designed to maximize comfort and minimize discomfort. Every inconvenience has a solution, every discomfort an escape. Most people think this is progress. Stoics saw it as weakness training. Seneca practiced voluntary discomfort regularly. He would sleep on hard surfaces, eat simple food, wear basic clothes, live as if he'd lost everything. Not because he had to, but to prove to himself he could. This practice had two purposes. First, it removed fear of loss. If you've voluntarily experienced poverty, losing wealth becomes less terrifying. Second, it built resilience for when real hardship arrives. And real hardship always arrives eventually. Stoics never avoided discomfort simply because it was uncomfortable. They asked, "Will this make me stronger?" Then they chose it deliberately. Cold showers, difficult conversations, physical challenges, delayed gratification. These weren't punishments, they were training. The seventh thing Stoics never do is waste time on things they can't control. This is the foundation of all Stoic practice. Yet most people violate it constantly. They worry about others' opinions, try to control outcomes, stress about the past. All outside their control, all sources of suffering. Epictetus taught the dichotomy of control as the path to peace. Some things are in our control: thoughts, reactions, effort, character. Most things are outside our control: outcomes, others, circumstances, the past. Focus all energy on the first category. Release completely the second category. Marcus Aurelius faced circumstances no amount of effort could change. Plague killing millions, barbarian invasions, political betrayals. He couldn't control any of it. He could control his response. That's where he put all his energy. When you stop wasting energy on what you can't control, you have unlimited energy for what you can. This creates power that seems superhuman to others, but it's just efficient use of limited resources. These 7 boundaries define Stoic strength. Never complain about circumstances, accept or change them. Never seek revenge or hold grudges, protect your own peace. Never compare yourself to others, compete only with yesterday. Never postpone living for the future, live fully now. Never need external validation, validate yourself internally. Never avoid discomfort, use it to build strength. Never waste energy on what you can't control, focus on what you can. These aren't restrictions, they're liberation. Each one you adopt frees you from a form of suffering. Each one builds strength that compounds over time. The Stoics weren't superhuman. They just refused to waste energy on what weakens everyone else. And that refusal made all the difference.